Hello! Welcome! Hopefully tech is working. If it's not, I'm sure the chat will let you know. Welcome to our first episode of Metagame. Uh, Shout out, of course, to Kelsey for the awesome music and Jeff for our beautiful overlay. Uh, Here we are. My name is Nell. I am your DM. We're going to jump into it, but first I want to go around so that everyone can get a chance to meet our amazing players. So we're just going to do a little bop around this tabletop table that we're on. And thanks to James and John and Rose for helping me get tech set up. And share your name, your pronouns, and very quickly, something embarrassing as shit you guys did in high school. I'm Nell. I use they, them pronouns. And when I was in high school, I wore hats almost every day. Not cool hats. I wore top hats. I wore fedoras. I wore page boy caps. I don't know why I thought this made me really quirky, but I was big into hats. And with that, I'm going to bop over to Miguel.
Oh, hi. My name is Miguel. He, him pronouns. I already forgot the prompt because I'm a professional, but I think there was only the embarrassing high school thing.
Yes.
Okay. This is more like middle school than high school, but I was very cool during high school, so I don't have any embarrassing high school things, of course. But middle school, do you know those like bowling kind of button-up shirts with like the flames on it? Yes.
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 Unfortunately, I do.
Do you want me to bop it over to someone else, or do you want to?
Yeah, bop it. Twist
All right,
it, pull
bop it to Alyssa.
Okay. Alyssa. Sorry, what are we saying? Alyssa, she, her, embarrassing high school thing. Also going to more middle school, high school. I was a part of / helped write a Twilight parody play that never aired because our principal looked at the last scene and said, "These characters can't kiss. Can the play?" Bop it over to Steven.
Oh no. Hi, I'm Steven. He, him. God, you are asking me to dig up everything that I have buried. I mean, this is probably it. During high school, I just really hated like the feel of jeans. So during the winter, I just basically always wear sweatpants. It was bad.
Oh, wonderful.
Guess Allie.
Hi, I'm Allie, she, her, and so for soccer, we used to do these like psychs to get really excited for the game, where like we would all wear a certain like ribbon in our hair, or all like dress up a certain way or whatever. So we decided for choir that it would be super cool if we did the same thing for our concert. So we all made puffy paint t-shirts and then wore our hair like 80s style because we were doing a Footloose medley, and walked around school like that all day. And of course there were only like 10 of us in the choir, so we all just looked like we were dressed funny because there weren't enough for the school to figure out what was going on. And I'll popcorn over to Johnny.
Hi, Johnny. My pronouns are he, him, and my embarrassing. Yeah, I feel like I also blocked a lot of stuff out, but one that can come to mind is when I was in. I think it was my sophomore year of high school. I was in a musical called it was Bye Bye Birdie, and I was the younger brother. Randolph, I think was his name, and I had to get a haircut. Well, I didn't have to, but I chose to get a haircut, which I guess makes it worse that I chose to get a haircut to fit the style. And the barber didn't have any idea how to do, like, I believe the setting is the 20s, and maybe a little later. But either way, she had no idea how to do it. And so she cut my hair in a way that I could flip it to make it look like good. But the only way to do that is to cut my hair unevenly. And so she had to cut it like down diagonally so I could then flip it over in a certain way. And I didn't know how to style it the morning of the play. So all of the day through school, I had a haircut that was like just so bad, like bad. And everyone was like, "Hey, Johnny, what are you trying out?" And I'm like, "Just don't look at me, please." And it was bad. It was embarrassing. I after the musical, I buzzed it all off. I was like, I don't want a buzz cut, but I would much rather have that than whatever this was. So.
Wow, beautiful. Thank you all for starting this stream by sharing the most embarrassing moments of yourselves. I think we're off to a great start. So some of you may be wondering why exactly, if we all just shared our names, the names underneath our faces are not those names. That's because that's the shtick of this stream. It's called Metagame, and it's because we're playing a game within a game. Our game is set... Our exterior game, the bread of the sandwich, you might say, is set in the modern era of Ravendeen in the world of Quelmar. Ravendeen is a beautiful town that has been struck with a curse of darkness, so there's never any daylight. 3 years ago, an evil god and also a cult separately tried to take over the town, and a bunch of monsters also, and to take care of that, a bunch of high school kids banished all magic from the town, meaning anyone with magic lost their magic. Any magical creatures disappeared, maybe died, who really knows? This is 3 years after that, where a whole bunch of Ravendeen public school freshmen are gathering at the Dungeons and Dragons Club to play some tabletop games. So we're gonna start the very beginning of each session as ourselves saying hello, and then we're going to jump into the first layer of characters and play Dungeon World as some other characters. I have not figured out a clear way to explain it yet. That's the best I got. It'll make sense once we start, I guess. Along with this shtick, I've asked all of my players to only look ahead at the system as much as their characters would, which means most of them have not looked at Dungeon World at all. So today's going to be a super chill session 0 where we learn a little bit about the system and build characters in character as our high school characters. It's meta, if you don't get it. If you want to follow along, I don't know whether or not it will be used. We do have a group text channel over on our Discord. So anytime anybody wants to hit up the group text, they'll do that on the Discord and you can lurk on that conversation. I think that is the only other thing you need to know out of character. Just as a note, whenever we're playing Dungeon World and you all want to drop to your Ravendeen characters, you can just do that however you would in a normal game. If you want to drop all the way out of Ravendeen characters into yourselves, just do a quick little hey reality check, say whatever you need to say, and then pop back into it as your Ravendeen characters. But for the most part, most of what you need you'll be able to do as your Ravendeen characters if you don't understand a rule. If you want some clarification, if you want to have a fight with someone, you can do all of that as your Ravendeen characters. So really only pop out if you need to, for whatever reason. There might be many reasons. I don't know. That's all. And that's pretty much all I had to say before we're going to go ahead, jump into our Ravendeen characters, and kind of just get started with this game. So I don't have a second video. Imagine a do-do-do, lots of music, as we all do our own meditative little headspaces. And I'm going to have everyone... Oh, actually, I should bop around real fast before we go into characters, just so you can say your name and the archetype you're playing. My self-insert DM character is Jules, who uses he, him pronouns. He doesn't really have an archetype. He's cute and precious and a small little dork. Miguel, who is your Ravendeen character and what archetype are they?
Hi, I'm Andy, or I will be playing Andy, and I am the jock.
Fantastic. Alyssa, who is your Ravendeen character?
I'm going to be playing Laurel, she, her, and she is the outcast / rebel.
Fantastic. Allie, who are you going to be playing?
I'm playing Berkeley, and she is the rich preppy kid.
Okay. Thank you. Johnny, who are you going to be playing?
I am TJ, he, him, and I am the artist, or influencer.
Fantastic. It's canon now. It's not YouTube in Quelmar. It's QTube. And last but not least, Steven, who are you playing?
I gotta follow that. I am Ivan, he, him. I am the nerd of the group. I have actually looked a bit into the game system because of it.
All right. Now we're going to do our... as we all transition into our Ravendine characters. And we'll take a deep breath and get started. All right. Hi, guys. I think you all know me. I am Jules, and the new president of the new Ravendine Public High School Dungeons and Dragons Club. And I really appreciate you all signing up for the club and for the board, since I needed 6 members to be an official club. So thanks for that, and thanks for coming.
There's a board?
Yeah, you're the member at large, right? We talked.
What does
about
that
this.
mean?
Oh, don't worry about it. It's okay. I just need you to sign the paper. For
Okay, does that just mean that I have to be tall? Because I can do that.
Yeah, that's all it
Okay.
means. I figure we should probably go around and all introduce ourselves. Since it's freshman year, and it's a great time to make friends and get to know each other, and we all know each other a little bit because we go to the same school. Yeah, so let's go around and everyone can share their name and their pronouns. And if you were a D&D character, what class would you be? Hi, I'm Jules Klim, and I use he, him pronouns. And if I were a D&D character, I would probably be maybe a wizard. But I'd want to probably subclass into Bard, because I like talking to people, even though I'm not very good at it yet. So I'd start as a wizard so I could do all of the schoolbook learning, and then maybe someday I would be a Bard too. Cool. How about you go, Andy?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot what you asked us to do.
Oh, you can just share your name.
Oh, my name's Andy. You said it.
What
I'm Andy.
what would you be if you were a D&D character?
Oh, I don't know what things there are.
Um,
Is it like you said a wizard?
yeah.
Can I also be a wizard? Like, there's a basketball team that are like wizards.
Yeah, okay. You can be a
Okay.
basketball wizard. That's cool. I like
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Great. Cool. Why did you join the D&D club?
Oh, I pass.
Like a basketball? Pass? See,
Sure.
I know sports.
You do. Yes, we'll get you. Maybe. Yeah.
Okay, you can go ahead, Laurel.
Laurel, she, her. I don't know, it'd be like a human.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Why did you join the D&D club?
You said there would be snacks.
Yeah. I hope you like them. I tried to bring a lot of healthy food, but also some chips. So there's a nice mix of healthy food and chips. Go ahead, Berkeley. Berkeley, thanks. I'm really glad you came. Do you want to go?
Sure. Hi, I'm Berkeley. She, her. It's so nice to meet everybody. I would be a fairy. That's a thing in D&D, right? Where you could just like wave a magic wand and make everything very organized and beautiful and throw the best parties. So, I mean, I've seen Cinderella. I know how fairies work. So I'd probably be a fairy. And I joined because I just heard Jules was so good at running this club, and I really wanted to see the master at work since, I'm on the homecoming committee and, I wanted to see how a well-run club really works.
Thanks. Wow, thanks. I'm really glad you're here. I hope you have a lot of fun in the game. And TJ, thanks for being here and helping us stream to the internet. That's cool. That's the thing I was definitely planning on doing with this game. You can go ahead and introduce yourself.
That's right, you got it. The name is TJ, and I'm he, him, and I gotta say, if I were a class in D&D, I'd be like the middle class because like money is not super important to me. Like I'm just like everyone else, and so like that's probably where I'd be. Yeah, like probably like that area. Yeah.
Wait, is this a game about economy? Because I'm not really into math.
Oh, don't worry. If there's money, I can totally handle all of it. I have been the treasurer before of many clubs, so I'm on top of it. Don't worry.
Okay.
Thanks.
The rest of math I can do, I guess.
Yeah,
I
Ivan,
got
go
that.
ahead. How about you go ahead?
Oh, okay. Hi, Ivan. He, him. I would either be a wizard because they can get a lot of magic and can continuously learn magic, or a warlock
Okay, that's cool. I don't know if I should be concerned about that, but we're gonna worry about that later.
It's fine.
Great. So now we all know each other. Thanks again for joining, and I guess we should talk about Dungeon World, because even though this is the Dungeons and Dragons Club, we're not playing Dungeons and Dragons. We're playing a game called Dungeon World, which is a Powered by the Apocalypse game, but you guys don't really need to worry about the rules yet. All we need to worry about right now is building some characters and creating the world together. So I think we should probably start with a little bit about the world. We all come up with it together, but I did a little bit of working on what it was going to be, and then we can talk about choosing characters and building characters for the game. So hang on, I wrote something. So I can read it to you guys, if that's okay. Okay. So you all live in a world known as Amarel. This is a place of magic and intrigue and wonder, but mostly it's a place of danger. For longer than anyone can remember, there was simply the chaos. A bloody, terrifying, never-ending cycle of monsters and violence and destruction. But out of this battle, people came, and with them came civilizations. Small civilizations at first, just one building, and then two, and then a dozen, and soon there were towns, and then there were cities. And many different people made these places home, some coexisting peacefully, some shutting outsiders away. The cities and the towns and the villages are places of safety, at least temporarily. But beyond all of the city walls, the chaos still reigns. So you all are going to play adventurers, which means in this particular place, you travel from city to city because it's very dangerous outside of the city. There's no guarantee of safety, and most people never leave their cities at all in their lives. But you all are people who are known as wanders, which means that you can travel from city to city, whether that's to escort merchants who need to trade or to be hired to take on jobs. For whatever reason, you all journey together outside of the places of safety and into the dangerousness, into the danger of the darkness outside of the cities. And that's all you need to know before we build our characters, because the rest of it we're all going to make up together. So I'm going to play a little music. I actually don't know if you guys can hear it or just the QTube. I don't even know if the QTube can hear it, but I'm giving it a try. And the way we build characters is pretty simple. We start by just reading all of the classes, and you see what you guys are most interested in. And there can only be one of each class, and if you are the one of that class, you are the only one of that class in the entire world. There are maybe other people who call themselves wizards, but no one else is a wizard the way you're a wizard. Mm-hmm. And so on and so forth. So this part might be a little slow going. Sorry for all of TJ's QTube fans. I didn't really know we were going to be streaming this session 0 thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and open up some of the classes. And we're going to chat about what they all are, and you guys can each pick what you're interested in, just to start.
If it makes you feel better, Jules, I don't think like more than 26 people are watching TJ's QTube.
Yeah, That's cool.
26 people.
That's
Oh
cool.
boy.
Yeah, 26 isn't a lot. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We can handle an audience. It's fine, guys.
Shout out to all of my viewers though. Thank you so much for getting me to where I am today. Seriously, I love you all. I love you all so much. Thank you guys.
Cool. Okay, so first up, is the bard.
Is he by the way supposed to like be pointing the camera just at his own face for the entire thing, or?
That's
Oh
probably
no,
best.
you're
That's
all on air. Everyone can see you guys too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're all on air. Sorry if I didn't make that clear. Anyways, the bard is the first class that somebody can pick. I'm just gonna, I guess, read it aloud. The poems say an adventurer's life is all open roads and the glory of coin and combat. The tale. Oh, we have an ad. That's awkward. I'm gonna turn the volume down until the ad's done. The tales told in every farm pan filled in have to have some ring of truth to them, don't they? The songs to inspire peasantry and royals alike, to soothe the savage beast or drive men to a frenzy, have to come from somewhere. Enter the bard. You, with your smooth tongue and quick wit. You teller of tales and singer of songs. It takes a mere minstrel to retell a thing, but a true bard to live it. Strap on your boots, noble orator. Sharpen that hidden dagger and take up the call. Someone's got to be there, fighting shoulder to shoulder with the goons and the thugs and the soon-to-be heroes. Who better than you to write the tale of your own heroism? Nobody. Get going. So yeah, that's the bard. If you're interested in that, make a mental note of it. Remember that you like the bard. The cleric. The lands of Dungeon World are a god's forsaken mess. They're lousy with the walking dead, beasts of all sort, and vast unnatural spaces between safe and temple-blessed civilizations. It is a godless world out there, and that's why it needs you. Bringing the glory of your god to the heathens isn't just in your nature, it's your calling. It falls to you to proselytize with sword and mace and spell, to cleave deep into the witless heart of the wilds and plant the seed of divinity there. Some say that it is best to keep God close to your heart. You know that's rubbish. God lives at the edge of a blade. Show the world who is Lord. Okay, up next is Druid. Cast your eyes around the fire. What has brought you to these people, stinking of dust and the sweat of the city? Perhaps it is a kindness. Do you protect them as the mother bear watches over her cubs? Are they your pack now? Strange brothers and sisters you have. Whatever your inspiration, they would certainly fail without your sharp senses and sharper claws. You are of the sacred spaces. You are born of soil and wear the marks of her spirits on your skin. You may have had a life before. Maybe you were a city dweller like them, but not now. You've given up that static shape. Listen to your allies pray to their carved stone gods and polish their silver shells. They speak of the glory they'll find back in that festering town you left behind. But their gods are children, and their steel is false protection. You walk the old ways, and you wear the pelts of the earth itself. You'll take your share of the treasure, but will you ever walk as one of them? Only time will tell. All right, we're like halfway done. So I'm sorry if there's too much to read here, but I figure we'll just keep going until we're through. Make sure you're making notes of any classes you want to play. Up
Wait,
next
notes?
is the fighter. That's okay. You don't have to take notes, Andy. You're
Okay.
fine. You're fine. Yeah.
Thanks, Jules.
It's a thankless job, living day to day by your armor and the skill of your arm, to dive heedlessly into danger. They won't be playing Golden Horns for the time you took that knife to the ribs for them in the bar of Bucksburg. No flock of angels to sing of the time you dragged them, still screaming from the edge of the pits of madness. No, forget them. You do this for the guts and the glory, the scream of battle and the hot, hot blood of it. You are a beast of iron. Your friends may carry blades of forged steel, but fighter, you are steel. While your traveling companions might moan about their wounds over a campfire in the wilderness, you bear your scars with pride. You are the wall. Let every danger smash itself to nothing on you. In the end, you'll be the last one standing. Okay, up next is the ranger. These city-born folk you travel with, have they heard the call of the wolf? Felt the winds howl in the bleak deserts of the east? Have they hunted their prey with the bow and the knife like you? Hell no. That's why they need you. Guide, hunter, creature of the wilds, you are these things and more. Your time in the wilderness may have been solitary until now, but the call of some greater thing, call it fate if you like, has cast your lot with these folk. Brave they may be, powerful and strong too. You know the secrets of the spaces between, though. Without you, they'd be lost. Blaze a trail through the blood and dark, Strider. Okay, we're almost done. Thief is up next. You've heard them sitting around the campfire, bragging about this battle or that, about how their gods are smiling on your merry band. You count your coins and smile to yourself. This is the thrill above all. You alone know the secret of Dungeon World. Filthy, filthy lucre. Sure, they give you lip for all the times you've snuck off alone, but without you, who among them wouldn't have been dissected by a flying guillotine or poisoned straight to death by some ancient needle trap? So let them complain. When you're done with all this delving, you'll toast their heroes' graves. From your castle, full of gold. You rogue. And last but not least, is the wizard. Dungeon World has rules. Not the laws of men or the rules of some petty tyrant. Bigger, better rules. You drop something, it falls. You can't make something out of nothing. The dead stay dead, right? Oh, the things we tell ourselves to feel better about the long, dark nights. You've spent so very long poring over those tomes of yours. The experiments that nearly drove you mad, and all the botched summonings that endangered your very soul. For what? For power. What else is there? Not just the power of king or country, but the power to boil a man's blood in his veins. To call on the thunder of the sky and the churn of the roiling earth. To shrug off the rules the world holds so dear. Let them cast their sidelong glances. Let them call you warlock or diabolist. Who among them can hurl fireballs from their eyes? Yeah, we didn't think so. So, those are basically all the classes that you guys can choose from. And I guess, just to start, did anyone have a class that they were really excited about? A class that they really wanted to play?
Well, first I want to give another quick shout out to my followers who are commenting down below. Keep doing that. Keep push that like button if you haven't already. Push that subscribe button and let me know which class do you think I should be. Let me know. Let me know down below.
If you keep talking, I'm going to throw it against the wall. So maybe just stop. Okay?
Oh,
Thanks.
we got some haters. We got some haters, TJ Townies.
She's not joking. I would actually.
Well, to bring it back to what Jules is trying to get us all to do here. We're all here to be friends and play a game and whatnot. There was something you said about a castle full of gold at the end.
Yeah.
That one sounded pretty exciting to me.
Yeah, Berkeley, you want to be the thief?
Oh, sure. I don't usually steal things in real life, but I guess I could pretend.
Okay, no, that's great. I love that. You go ahead then, if you don't mind, actually, and do me a favor and start looking. Just reread that thief thing while I chat with everyone else. And read beyond. Look at some of the rest of the stuff that it says under thief. Because if you scroll down, you'll see some name suggestions, some look suggestions. You don't really need to choose anything yet. Just worth if you want, just kind of start reading things a little bit. Yeah, you can totally be the thief. Unless anyone else, did anyone else want to be a thief? Cool. Okay, that's yours then, Berkeley. Anyone else?
Hold on. I think my commenters are saying that maybe I should go with Bard. It's kind of out of character for me to be somebody that's really charismatic and in your face, but I think I'll give it a shot.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Let me go ahead and give you your sheet, TJ, as well. You don't need to fill it out or anything. Just open up that Bard page and read it again, if you don't mind. Cool. So we've got a thief and a bard. Ivan, were you ready?
Druid.
Druid? You like druid?
Druid.
Cool. Let me go ahead and give you your yours as well. So that you can look at that. Well, don't look at the one I'm giving you. You just pretty much just want to go look at the druid sheet. I'm just giving you this to fill out later. Druid, cool. So that just leaves Andy. Do you know what you want, Andy?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Jules. My attention kind of drifted after cleric, so I can be that. That's like a god person,
Sure.
right?
I didn't think. Yeah. If you like cleric, that works. That's cool.
Yeah, I can. Can my god be Broden?
Well, yes, but we're going to talk about that in a little bit. So just keep that in mind right now. And that's cool. I like that you want to be a cleric. That's cool, Andy. Cool. Hey, Laurel. Do you know what you want to be of the classes?
Can I just grab one?
Yeah. I think what we've left is I guess fighter, ranger, and wizard. Which name do you like the best?
I don't know. And then if this is a physical thing, Laurel wants to just literally randomly grab one.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'm going to go ahead and a reality check. I'm going to roll a d3. 1 is fighter, 2 is ranger, 3 is wizard, and let's see what you grab.
Cool.
Add the element of randomness. I love it. Oh, nope, that was not right. That's a 1. So, Laurel, are you okay being the fighter?
Sure.
Okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and give you your character sheet. So what you guys want to do is just all open up those sheets and read them, and I'm going to start asking you a few questions and taking notes on the answers. Because all we know about the world right now is what I already said, which is that there are towns, and the towns are really safe. But outside of the towns, it's not safe. It's really dark and scary and dangerous, and most people never even leave their towns. And we're going to build all the rest of the world together. Oh, I should play the music again. I think the ad's probably over. Okay, maybe TJ's fans can tell me if that's an okay volume. I'm gonna hop back to Berkeley, who I think was first. Berkeley, the 2 suggested races for your class, if we open up that thief page, are human and halfling. You can pick one of those, or if you want, you can create your own. Or I know you said you were a fairy. Halflings are supposed to be kind of small and magical, so if you want to be halfling but say it's a fairy and just kind of take those traits, we can do that too.
Sure, whatever you think's best, Jules, will work for me.
I mean, it's your character, so you should be excited about playing them. But if you want to be a halfling but play it as a fairy thief, that's cool.
Sure, that sounds great.
Okay. So let me ask you a few questions then. First, so Berkeley, you're our thief.
Uh-oh.
Did I go away? Oh no.
Jules got
Jules?
so excited about my character idea that he had to leave for a minute. It's just such a good character idea.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm coming
okay.
back. I don't know if you can hear me.
Looks like they ran out of here with your character sheet. They said they'll be right back.
They have lots of notes to put on it. It's fine. I'm sure whatever they're doing is perfect.
Hold tight, everyone. I know you're really eager to see what Jules is coming up with, but trust me, you are gonna love this. Okay? I have no idea what's gonna happen. Who knows? But TJ gang, we are looking forward to it.
Can you hear me now?
Hi, Jules.
All right. Thank you guys so much for entertaining them while I was gone. Yeah. So are you okay with that? Berkeley, you're a fairy. You're a fairy thief?
Sure, sounds great.
Okay, so I guess the big question is, what's a fairy in this world? Fairy hasn't been defined. What do you think a fairy is?
Oh, well, someone that can go around and has a wand and can wave it and do magic and just, make things better with magic.
Okay, that's cool, except you don't actually have a lot of magic. So if we take magic out of the equation, what's left of a fairy?
Oh, well, I guess they can just glitter then, and so everyone like knows they have magic, but it's too special to use.
So a fairy is glittery. What size are they? Are they human sized? Are they like half the size of a human? Are they a little bit smaller than that?
Oh, I think they're probably a short human. You know, they can hold their own, but they're
Like
just a little
4
bit different.
feet maybe?
Sure, that sounds great.
Okay, 4 feet. Do they have wings?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Short humans, they do have wings. But can you? I think it's gonna be too strong if you can fly really well with those wings. So maybe you can just hover, or maybe your character's wings aren't very strong. What do you think about the wings, about the flying?
Oh, I think they're just kind of like, you know, a beautiful decoration on the back to add some more of that glitter and just some more of that magical essence.
Okay, cool. So you've got you're a little bit glittery. You're a little bit short. You're like a human but short, and you've got decorative wings. Where do fairies live? Do fairies have their own civilization? Do they live in other people's civilizations? Where do fairies live?
Oh, you know, I think they probably have their own place that they live, you know, their own little magical realm, if you will, but they come into town every now and then to say hi to everybody else.
Okay. And what do you think their what do you think the name of their fairyland is?
Oh, I guess, how about, Starry Sky?
Okay, they live in a town called Starry Sky. Are they welcoming to outsiders at Starry Sky?
Oh, you know, of course people can come and visit. You know, I think it's probably, you might be hard, you know, you have to, like, ask a fairy. You can't just, like, show up because, you know, people try to steal their magic and stuff. So, you know, you have to ask. But, of course, everybody is welcome.
Okay, so if you're invited by a fairy, you're welcome to come visit the town of Starry Sky. What does Starry Sky look like? What's the terrain? What's the town like?
Oh, I think it is a big, beautiful city full of gardens and flowers, but also, you know, lots of interiors for if it rains or if you have to get out from the weather, you can get into a nice building.
Okay, is it in the mountains, in a forest, on a beach, by a river?
Oh, I think it is, you know, in the mountains somewhere up high.
Okay, so you come from Starry Sky, which is a town in the mountains, up high, and it's beautiful, full of gardens and flowers. I love it. Now, you'll want to, whenever you're ready, Berkeley, you'll want to actually open up your character sheet. You should see it under your journal tab, which is the second tab there. And you'll want to hit Thief whenever you're ready. And you can kind of start putting a few things in. If you look at the Thief page, you'll want to choose a name. It can be one of these names or something inspired by one of these names. Same deal for Look. You'll want to choose one of each or something inspired by one of each. And then when you're ready, you can open up the character creation and assign your stats. Pretty much just go ahead, do whatever you feel good about, whatever you're comfortable with, and I'm going to ask some of the other characters some questions.
I'm so sorry. I had a question about that.
Yeah, okay.
I was looking at this look, and I noticed that the only options were shifty eyes and criminal eyes. And I just think my thief is much nicer than that.
Yeah.
So can I give her different eyes?
Sure, of course. Yeah, whatever eyes you want.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, cool. Let me see who's next. TJ. You were
Yo,
looking
yo,
at the
yo!
board. Hey. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the bard. For you, they kind of suggest elf or human. Did you want to choose one of those races, or did you want to create a different race?
Ooh, elves. I think I like the idea of that. You know, I've been a human my entire life, so I think I'm gonna shake it up, and I'm gonna go with an elf this time.
Okay. What's an elf? This elf might not be like any other elf in the world. What's an elf in this world, TJ?
Ooh, you know, I imagine them like tall and athletic,
Okay.
and majestic, and just really good looking, and somebody that just has it, you know.
Okay. I'm gonna write that down in a note. Someone who has it. Do they
You
live
got it.
a
You
long
got it,
time?
Jules.
Yeah, thanks. Do they live a long time or just the same time as humans?
Oh, I think I kind of want to live forever.
They live forever. Kind
Yeah,
of. How do they die
forever.
eventually? They have to be able to die sooner or later.
Well, I mean, I at least in spirit, I want to live forever.
Okay, but how does your physical body die?
Yeah, does it have to?
Yes. Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
Bummer.
I'm gonna say yes.
That's a bummer. Okay, well, I guess let's say what's maybe 400 years?
Living forever in spirit.
I think I can do a lot in 400 years.
400 years of natural causes. Cool. Okay, so that probably means they're one of the older. Oh, I guess I should. Berkeley, how long do fairies live?
Oh, fairies probably, I would say, let's say twice as long as humans. That seems
Okay.
about right.
So fairies live twice as long. So it seems like elves have been around a long time. Do they have their own civilization, or have they mostly been scattered by now?
I like the idea of a bunch of us elven bards just living in the same house. That way we can create content together,
Okay, so are all elves bards? That's kind of cool.
Yeah, we all kind of grouped up together because we understand that we can share each other's content. So maybe I write something and then somebody else tacks on their opinions of maybe a poem or a song.
Yeah. So you're
but
all
of course
artists.
Sorry.
So you're all artists. You kind of live in a big
Well,
artist
I prefer
commune.
the term influencer, but yeah, artists could work.
Cool.
Wait, so are you talking about you're just in a house with a bunch of elves and you're just doing reaction videos of each other's videos?
Yeah, it's people stuff that people want to see.
Okay.
Yeah, you get
Okay.
it. You get me.
Yeah,
Are you
cool.
in a house with more of you?
Right, exactly. Thank Ivan, you were on top of it. You get it.
So you live in a house together. That probably means there aren't a lot of elves left. Were there once a lot of elves, or has it always only been a few of you?
Ooh, I gotta say, it's gotta be rare, right? Because if there were a lot of us, then we'd be less important and less special. And I think that what's most important is that you're getting our content. We're the influencers, and I think if we all were together working on this stuff, and I might take maybe a larger cut of some of the profits that we make, but that's something that we can always talk about down the line.
So elves are a really rare race. What's the name of your commune that you live in?
Oh, that is a good one. I might have to think about that and get back to you. I did get one of my commenters did say TJ's Hype House, and I kind of like it.
All right, you can consider that. It might be fun to remove it a little bit further from reality.
True.
But
You're right.
that's
You're
up to
so
you.
right.
That's up to you.
You're so right, Jules.
What we know about elves, they're a super rare race. They live a long time, and they're almost all artists who kind of live in a commune together.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love that. I will come back and get some more questions from you later. Same deal for you. If you want to open up your character sheet and start filling it out, choose a name, choose a look, start to assign some stats. You can look at the character creation sheet. That should help with that. Okay, and up next, let's hop over. I'm so sorry to TJ's QTube fans. I know this isn't very exciting. I promise we'll kill a lot of monsters and stuff later.
I don't think a lot of people are gonna watch this, Jules.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
okay.
think
That's
they-
okay. I just have
28
seen a few of them
people.
in the chat, and it's
28,000?
No.
Oh boy!
Oh, no.
Wow,
Oh, boy.
28,000 of you guys. Shout out to all of you. Honestly, it's been so great being able to collab with my new friends here, Berkeley. I know that you love to be you love the stage. So I want to introduce everybody else:
99.
Ivan, Andy, Laurel, and of course, the one leading the show, Jules.
Hi. Andy, let's talk to you about your character.
Okay.
You're gonna be a cleric. And
Yeah.
so for a cleric, it looks like it kind of suggests dwarf or human, but you can also choose something else if you want.
Okay.
Do you know what you want to be?
Can I guess so? Like, Berkeley got to like make this fairy thing.
Yeah, you can make up
Could
whatever you
I-
want.
I guess can I make a dwarf, but like they're actually really tall instead?
Yeah, I love that. A super tall dwarf.
Yeah, they're like really tall,
How
but still
tall
like
is
stocky.
tall?
Like 7 foot.
Like 7 foot. Okay. Hey,
Yeah.
TJ, how tall are your elves? Like 6 foot, maybe? If we want to have the dwarves be the tallest
Like
race?
7'1".
Okay. So dwarves and elves are about the same height. But they both
Yeah, I just
think
I
they're
just
the
want to be able
tallest.
to like
Probably.
dunk.
Yeah, like maybe just like a little bit taller.
So I have an idea. You guys can tell me absolutely not. What if the dwarves and elves are actually the same race, but there was a schism and they refuse to acknowledge it? They want to insist that they're different races.
But I wanna,
like ours are the ones that like people like,
Right,
right?
the elves are like the artists, and the dwarves
Right.
do everything
Yeah.
else.
I want to be
Oh,
thick.
okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
you're thick.
So, like, All right.
I don't want to be this like twig, you know, because then you can't defend the post if you're like really twiggy.
Yeah, that's cool. You're not a twig. You're a 7 foot thick dwarf.
Yeah.
Where do the dwarves live? Do they have their own civilization? Do they mostly live in other towns? And how many? Does anyone have drums playing? Who has the drums playing?
Oh,
not your house?
you know, I'm so sorry. I think that might be me. There is nothing I can do about it. I can mute myself when I'm not talking if you'd like.
It's the
But
band.
they're
It's the
outside
high
and there's
school
nothing
band.
I can do about it.
Yeah, you live really close to the high school, Jules, so we're gonna be hearing band practice in the background a little
they're
bit.
just going at it. You know, they sound great though, don't
do.
they?
It's very
Yeah, next we're super stoked for next week's assembly because they're really. It sounds like they're doing really great.
All right.
Don't forget to go to the bake sale to support the assembly before the assembly. It's very important.
Also, catch the homecoming game.
Yeah, of
Support
course, of
the
course.
And then the
assembly,
dance
support
afterwards,
the-
obviously.
Yeah, let's refocus. Andy
Oh my
is a
God.
super tall, super thick dwarf. We said there are only a few elves. They're kind of a rare race. Are there a lot of dwarves? Are the dwarves rare too?
Yeah, so I was thinking like the dwarves can be like have different towns that are like competing with each other. Like, what do dwarves do?
I love that. They have a lot of different competitive towns.
Yeah, there's
Um,
an Eastern Conference and a Western Conference of like the
Yeah.
towns, and
do
they compete. Yeah,
do they welcome non-dwarves into their towns?
yeah, of course, because like people gotta watch
Okay.
the competition.
Diverse places with a lot of competition. Cool, 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 cool. And you're a cleric, so who is the god you worship?
Broden.
Okay, and who is Broden? What does he stand for? Is he a common dwarven god?
Yeah, Broden is the god of gains.
Oh, that's cool.
I dig it.
Just about
He's
being
the god of
strong.
gates, so a
all
lot of
about it,
dwarves
Andy.
worship him?
Yeah.
Okay, common dwarven god. I'm gonna have a lot more questions for you about him, in a bit. But I guess I should probably hop over to one of the others.
Do I also like keep filling out this thing?
Yeah, if you
I
want to
don't
open
know.
up your sheet, you can choose a name. Again, you can choose one of these or your own. You want to choose a look. You can, if you don't like any of these bodies, I know you want to be thick. You can just have like thick body. You know.
Excellent.
And yeah, all of that. You'll just want to keep filling it out.
Cool.
And
Thanks, Jules.
yeah, thank you. Thanks, Andy. Oh God. Who's next? Yeah, Ivan. Ivan, how about you? Ivan, you are playing the druid.
Yeah.
That's cool. I love that we have a druid. The suggested ones are elf, halfling, or human. You have a lot of choices, and you can also create your own if you want. Do you know which one you want?
I like the elf, but modified. I like what they do, but it doesn't fit the actual
Yeah,
character description.
that's cool. Do you want to come up with a new name for your species, race?
Yeah. Maybe. Yes.
What do you imagine? Maybe you describe what you imagine them being like, and I can suggest some different names for them.
Shades, maybe.
Shades. That's cool. You want to be a dwarven shade. Why are they called shades?
Many don't actually like the light. They prefer the dark.
Okay.
The history says they were born of it, came from it. Some came from the earth, some just came from shadows itself.
History
so
says they
deep.
came from the shadows and Earth itself. Cool. So do they actually have their own communities?
There's very few of us at a time, not enough to create a safe civilization.
So do they mostly stay in other races' civilizations or other places, or are they mostly wanderers who stay to the roads?
Mostly wanderers. I think there's only one of each class in the world. So there's only one like true druid, but the rest kind of follow it.
Yeah.
So they in the wilds mostly they protect travelers when they find them, but only one true druid that's passed down as the last one dies.
Okay, so there's one true druid. I love that. True druid who is passed down when the last one dies. I'm gonna have a lot more questions about that for you. But you nailed it. For someone who sounded really uncertain, that I got it. I got what I needed to from you. That's awesome.
Thanks.
Okay, same for you. You wanna, Ivan, open up your character sheet, come up with a name, some looks, and you know, just all of that. And I guess that's last up is Laurel. Hi. I don't know if you've thought about it at all. If you want to keep rolling dice, I guess we can keep rolling dice. But as a fighter, it says you could be a dwarf, an elf, a halfling, a human, or your own. Do you know what you want?
I'm gonna play a human.
That's cool. Okay, so Laurel is playing a human. You're our only human. That's kind of fun. I'm glad we have at least one, I guess. And what is a human like in this world?
I don't know. They're like human, like this world. They're,
Okay. Do you think there are a lot of them? Are they the main race, or are there only a couple, like how there are just a couple of a lot of these other races?
I mean, I think there's like a lot of them. I don't know.
Okay.
Hey, Jules, just a minute. Hey, Laurel, if you don't mind, just like liven it up a little bit, like hype it up a little. Like I think the viewers are wanting to see something that's like more. Yeah, Berkeley gets it. Like, you know, show a smile, show some like, you know, some like energy. Show me that energy. Okay,
Teach.
all right.
Teach.
Let's
Teach. She's going to kick your ass.
Start it over, Jules. Take it from the top, Jules, and we'll just do it again. Yeah. What's up?
You're gonna die. You're gonna die. It's not gonna go.
I know of excitement. I know.
Oh boy.
You are going to you're going to catch a lot of views if Laurel kicks your ass.
So
Teach.
Laurel, it's cool. You're a human. There are a lot of humans. There are a lot like humans in this world. You live in a town. That's cool. You don't need to come up with anything. How's that? If you don't have to come up with anything, is that okay?
No, like I think there's like an order of fighter people because somebody has to stand up for like the people who, I don't know, don't have magic and shit.
Okay.
So,
I like this. So is this just humans, or is this other races are in the fighters?
I think like anybody can be a fighter.
Okay. But the requirement is as long as you don't have any magic, you can be a fighter?
Yeah, damn straight.
Don't have magic to defend people without magic. I love that. Okay, cool. So I don't need anything else from you right now. That's fine. You can, if you don't mind, if you don't want to, I can do it for you later. But if you don't mind doing it, if you just want to open up your character sheet and start to fill it out, I'm going to go back and, oh, TJ, I'm sure this is so boring for your YouTube fans. I'm so sorry, but I got to ask some...
I think they're loving it, Jules.
Okay, cool. I've never been on YouTube
great,
before.
Jules. Keep it up. This is awesome.
Cool. All right, so we're gonna go back and talk about some character questions. Starting with, I think we started with you, Berkeley. Does your thief have a name yet?
Yes, my thief is named Trixie.
Trixie, I like that name. Is it Trixie?
That's right.
Cool. So your thief is named Trixie, and are you from the main fairyland, Starry Sky?
Yes.
Cool. And when did you become a thief?
Oh, I think very recently I became a thief. I had spent most of my time in our fairy village, but I was sent out to go acquire more things for the village to make sure that the town stays okay. So I recently...
How were you chosen to be the one to go out on this really dangerous mission?
Oh, well, I am actually the princess of the fairyland.
Oh!
So therefore it is my duty to go off and save it.
Okay, so you're the princess and it's your duty to go to go out and do good things and save the land. Cool, I love that. Okay, great. So your name is Trixie. How are you doing with your character sheet? Do you have any questions for me while I'm here with you?
I guess I was just wondering, I'm seeing all of these numbers next to these words, like strength and dexterity. Am I supposed to do anything with that, or just kind of leave that as it is?
Let me open that up and see where you are, because I don't know. Trixie, so you're looking at all the numbers. Yeah, so what you're going to want to do is you're actually going to want to open up the character creation sheet, and you have these stats: 16, 15, 13, 12, 9, and 8. You get to assign those to whichever stats you want. It probably helps if you scroll down and look at all of the moves for your class. So for you, you're a thief, so you want to scroll down and look at all of the moves. And so, like, this needs dex, so your dex probably should be a high. And then everything else is just based off who you think your character is. So, the higher the better, basically. Does
Jules, could you say those numbers just one more time, please?
Okay, yeah, it's 16. Maybe somebody in the chat could help me out. 16, 15, 13, 12, 9, and 8.
Great, thanks so much. You're such a good teacher.
Yeah, you're welcome. Cool. Yeah, thanks. You just want to put those in to whichever stats you think are the most important. And that'll help you out. Great, I'll come back to you later, Trixie. That's awesome. Next up, let me hop over back to TJ. TJ, did you name your character yet?
I think, Jules,
Yeah.
prepare yourself, all right?
Okay,
Are you
I'm ready.
ready for this? Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so I'm thinking a name, right, that has so much power. Like, you think that a name really says a lot about a character. So what kind of name would be the name that people would remember for generations? Something that is intense, awe-inspiring, and powerful, right?
Right.
You ready for it?
I'm ready.
You ready for it?
I'm so ready.
Legend.
Oh, I really like that, actually. That's really cool. Yeah. I didn't really actually expect to like that name as much as I do. TJ, that's really cool. All right, so you're a bard named Legend. And you're from
I actually do agree with Jules. That's a cool name, TJ.
That's pretty badass. I'm sure
Thank
your
you.
TJ Townies
Not the
are going to
word.
be really impressed. So Legend, you came from a house of all elven artists. But why did you leave? Why did you leave to become a wander?
Oh, let's see. I think that maybe the others were just getting like a little bit jealous of the fame that I was getting,
Okay.
and like, maybe there has something to do with, maybe like some sort of incident that I might have had to apologize for, and I did say sorry. I did say sorry. Okay, I did. All you out there, you haters out there, I said sorry. Okay. But I think from a character, I think that the others just got jealous and they wanted the fame that I had, and they never had it.
And so you had to leave. To
Right.
become a wander.
Exactly.
Awesome. That's very cool. I like it. Cool. I guess that's all I really need from you right now. How is your character sheet going? Do you understand everything you need to do?
Time out real quick. As when you say character sheet, is there an actual character sheet you're wanting me to fill out?
Yeah, there sure is. Did I not give it to you? Let me double check.
I don't think
out of
so.
character. TJ character, it sure looks like it was assigned to Johnny. So under your character sheet, you should see something that just says TJ character.
All the way at the bottom of the
Johnny gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. And then you'll want to click on your class and just start to fill it out. The character creation thing should help you out if you want to follow along as you fill it out.
Okay. That should be. I'll let you know if I have any questions.
Perfect. Sounds good. With that, we will bounce on to Andy. Andy.
Oh boy.
Our dwarven, dwarven. Their original. Okay, sorry, that's DM notes. I'm taking some DM notes right now. Andy, what is your dwarven cleric's name?
Well, I saw that there was like a suggestion here for the name Bjorn.
That's
so
cool.
I'm going to be LeBjorn James.
Oh! I like that a lot. Our Bjorn dwarf. I'm so caught off guard by this.
LeBjorn. You know, like the Hooper.
Yeah. How did you? What did you grow up doing in your town? What was your town like, and how did you end up becoming a wander?
Oh God, I don't know. These are a lot of questions. What were the questions again? What did I?
What were you like in your village? How did you become a wander?
No, I think maybe I was. Oh, okay. I think the competition that the dwarves have is like not just a test. Like it's a test meant to like select one single dwarf that has to like represent his people or something. And I am that representative. Like I won the game, and now I have to. I don't know. I'm still working on it.
I love this. He won the game, which means you had to set out as a wander.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay. How are you going? Did you find your character sheet? You know what you need to do for it?
Kind of. I guess so. I have to come up with a deity. So, Broden is going to be. I have to choose a deity's domain. So I'm thinking healing and restoration.
Healing. Okay, that's cool.
Because it's important to like, have a good rest period after tough workouts.
Yeah. So the god of bringing your energy to a game and resting afterwards.
Yeah.
The cycle of energy and determination and healing after.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I like it. Really cool. Okay. Actually, question for everyone else. Does anyone else recognize Broden as a god, or is that strictly a dwarven god?
Carved gods. We've heard it. We don't care for it.
Okay, so the Shades don't believe in Broden. Do any of the other races believe?
I think there's a little bit of overlap with I may not pray to Broden every day, but I gotta say, I do believe.
Great. So the elves recognize Broden.
Yeah, we do.
What about humans and fairies? Do you guys have your own jobs, or do you do a thank you to whoever in the chat said they wanted to give me a hug? I would really like a hug right now. but no one's home. It's just me. Anyways, yeah, humans and fairies. Do you guys believe in Broden?
Yeah, sure we do. You know, all gods accepted here.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so just the shades basically don't believe in Broden. Do the fairies and the humans and the elves have their own gods as well? I'll let you guys think about that. I'll come back to that. That was a really big question. That's cool. I think I got a lot from LeBjorn James. That's awesome. Let me hop over to our shade druid, Ivan. Tell me about yourself. Who was the shade? Who was the main druid before you? And what was your life like growing up?
The shades, the druid especially, doesn't really grow up. The last one dies. They fall, the earth takes them, and then we rise.
Okay, so you like
sometimes
rise as
somewhere
an
else.
adult already. You like don't have a real childhood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you didn't actually know the druid before you.
No.
Okay.
I have some of his memories, things to avoid, things to know, but
What is
not
your
who they
name?
were. Jarvis.
Jarvis. That's a cool name. I like it. So as long as you remember, you just kind of sprang into existence fully formed as a wander. Have you ever met any other shades?
Once or twice. We're disparate, but we have a way of finding each other when it's necessary.
Okay, and how long have you been alive?
1, 2, 3, 7 years.
7 years. Okay, I'm gonna ask everyone else that as well, how old you are.
11 years.
11 years. Okay, cool. 11 years. I love it. All right. Great. Which brings us to hey Laurel, how you doing?
Yeah. What? Okay. What do you want? Like I know like you want stuff, but like
Yeah, what's your name? Just to start, easy enough. What's your name?
I mean like there's like a list of names on here, and I don't know.
You can pick one or make up your own if you don't like any of these. Hawk, Rudiger, Gregor, Brienne, Walton, Castor, Shauna, Ajax, Hob.
But like, why do the dwarves and elves why do they all have different names?
You know, that's just kind of how the rules were written, I guess. I think you can really pick whatever you want.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'll go with like Finn, because Finnegan is dumb, but like Finn
is
could
cool.
work.
Yeah, I like Finn. Okay, so Finn.
Yeah.
What's the name of this fighter society you're in, Laurel?
Sorry, can you say that again? The band was like really loud.
Yeah,
Or I
cool.
guess-
What was the name of your fighter society?
Oh. The Order of the Silent Sword.
The Order of the Silent Sword. Laurel, that's such a cool name. Are you like a writer or something?
No.
Okay, cool. So and what town did you grow up in, Finn?
I don't know. Like, what towns are there? Is there like a map or something I'm supposed to be looking at?
No. We're gonna
Or-
build a map together. You get to make up the name.
Oh. Pass. Like,
Pass?
can I?
Yeah, I can name it Pass. That's cool. I like that name. So you grew up in the town of Pass. You joined the Order of the Silent Sword. And is that how you became a wander?
Yeah. It's like you get to make a choice at a point when you like come of age or whatever, and they're like, "Do you want to be part of this?" And it was like, "Yeah."
Cool. You get a choice when you come of age, and you joined it. I love that. When you come of age. Okay. Awesome. This is all so cool. You guys, this is so cool. I'm actually really excited about that. So I think the next thing we need to do is figure out our bonds, which is actually a really important part of the game. That's how you all know each other, because when we pick up, we're kind of in the middle of an adventure. You all are already traveling together, and your bonds kind of represent your relationships. Not like dating relationships. Just your knowing each other relationships. Unless you want to be dating, you can be dating. But how you know each other is what I'm trying to say. So maybe we should just kind of go around, and everybody who has a bond can read their bond and try to assign them to someone. Does anyone, I guess, have a question about their character sheet first, and then we'll jump into bonds?
I mean, there wasn't really a place to put one of the druid's main things, so I just kind of added it. I don't know if that's okay.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure whatever you did is great. Jarvis, Ivan, cool. Yeah, I'm sure whatever you did is great. I love how loud the marching band is outside. It's really cool. It's really providing a lot of very good atmosphere for us.
They're doing a very good job. Yes, they're going to be perfect for homecoming.
They sure are.
Which we're going to stream, by the way.
Why do we
Stay
stream
tuned. Oh, we got to stream everything. How else are you going to remember it and show the people watching? Come on now.
Right.
Okay. So I guess let's jump into bonds. Everyone.
I'm so sorry, Jules. I realized I did have one question. There's something here that says armor. What is that?
Let me open the character creation and see, because I don't really know.
Oh wait, I think I'm taking a French class. I think it's pronounced armoire.
No, that's a closet.
More
armor
like
is,
love.
I think you probably don't start with armor. I think you're going to have to buy some armor if you want some, so you can probably leave.
You're gonna buy love
right now.
Some
That doesn't sound right.
I mean, they make
can start with
potions for
armor.
that, I'm pretty sure.
Wait, we have to spend money here?
Not real
Y'all
money.
don't even.
Just like in-game money, and that's what Berkeley's for. She's gonna get you guys so much money.
Cool.
Okay. Some of the classes can start with armor. It's gear. It's a lot lower down on the pages.
Yeah, cool. So for now, everyone,
Thanks,
just
Ivan.
scroll down to your bonds, and share them aloud and chat with some of the other people about what you think your bonds might be with them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have to fill out all of them. You'll just have to fill out 4 of them, one for each of your co-party players.
Well, I can start. So it says I stole something from somebody, and Legend, you said that you have lots of art, right? Is your big thing is art?
Yeah, just anything that really just is seen as influential, you know?
Well, I think the fairy community really, really loves their art. You know, it really makes the space very beautiful, and we're very used to fairy art. So there's some new art out here. It's very exciting. So I think I probably stole something that was artful that you had created from you to bring back to the fairies.
Oh.
Okay,
You stole
what piece did she steal
something
from
of
you,
mine?
TJ? What's a piece of art you made that you think she stole from you?
Ooh, can't say I'm a big fan of having my work stolen, but
I know I didn't particularly like the question, but it was my first one there, so I figured I had to do it. So.
okay. Let's see. Maybe I made some sort of so have you ever seen those, on YouTube, those videos of like reacting to things? Well, I think what people love to see is like other people making like a poem or like a story, and they like to see me watching it. So not the story itself, but like they watch me watch the story.
Okay, so is that something I can like hang on my wall, or am I like? Am I projecting that onto my wall?
Yeah, even better. What if it was like a painted picture of me watching a story being told?
Sure, that sounds great, TJ.
Yeah.
I'll great.
Perfect.
Sure, I'm sure the fairies will just love that. Thank
Yes.
you.
Got it.
Great, I love it. Okay, so that was Berkeley's first bond. Who else has a bond that they think they know who it could apply to?
I don't remember your name. Ivans? Your
Jarvis.
Jarvis? Okay. Well, since I guess your people don't believe in the majesty of Broden and the gains that he bestows upon us, you have insulted my deity, and I do not trust you.
Oh, that's intense to start off. I love it.
Well, there's only 4 choices here, and that's one of them. So
It's good. It's great.
I have to do the same thing. Sorry, Ivan. You're still gonna help me with math, right?
If he won't, I will,
Yeah.
Andy. I totally can help you with math later.
Okay,
If
okay.
you want. No worries. If you want to work with Ivan, that's fine too.
Okay, thanks, Jules.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so Andy's got one of the bonds done. Who else has a bond that they think?
I've got one.
Yeah. Okay. Laurel. Oh, you've got something you want to share. Awesome. What do you think for one of your bonds, Laurel?
I have sworn to protect Legend because he's one of the only non-magical people.
Oh, I love that. That's really cool.
I've got a fan.
I wouldn't call it okay.
Yeah. Cool. I love it. Okay, so you've sworn to protect Legend. That's awesome. That's fun. TJ or Ivan, do you guys have a bond that you know?
Yes. Hang on. 2, 3, 4.
Remind me, Laurel. What was the name of your character again?
Finn.
Finn. Love that.
Wait, Finn or Sin?
Finn.
Finn with an F.
Oh, cool.
Legend smells more like prey than a hunter.
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm sorry, Ivan, are you going to eat us? Because I don't know that I signed up to get eaten.
No, but
Wait, what?
it's good to note the strengths of the people that you protect. Finn is a hunter. Finn would be able to defend themselves and keep themselves safe. Legend is prey, easily killed, needs protecting.
Well, I mean,
Are you trying to fucking kill Legend? Because I'll come for you.
Why would I kill Legend? No, I am not. No.
You
I am
can't
just-
kill a legend.
I think
I
Ivan
can't-
is just
I-
trying to write
I'm just
poetry.
okay.
I think is what's happening here.
I have
You know?
4 bonds like everybody else. It's the first one, and he's.
I relate. Ivan, you're doing great. He smells like prey. That means he's in danger. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to be the one who kills him. Yeah. All right. TJ, what have you got?
I like the idea that I am writing a ballad of the adventures of Finn.
Cool. I like that. She's protecting you, and you're writing a ballad about her. I think that's kind of a cool reciprocity kind of thing.
Yeah. You know, I feel like, if Finn is anything like my new buddy Laurel, then she's probably, maybe more on the quiet side. And so I feel like she needs somebody to shout the great moments that they all the things that they can accomplish, and I feel like, not to brag, but I feel like I'm kind of the perfect person for that. So don't worry, Finn. I know you want your story told. Laurel, I know it's the same thing deep down inside, so I'm gonna be the one to shout your story to the world.
Jarvis will not be able to kill Legend because Laurel is going to kill TJ before I have a chance.
You are so funny.
Okay. That was one for everyone. Who else knows one of their other? Who else knows one of their other bonds?
Trixie, for me, I guess. Trixie is in constant danger. I will keep them safe.
That's so cute.
You know what, LeBjorn, that's perfect because I have one that says someone has my back when things go wrong. So I think this is a great partnership we have here.
Perfect. Just make sure everyone is taking notes of this as you do it. Okay, that's 2 more. Who else? Who's next? Maybe Ivan or Laurel? Have you got another one?
Yeah, hold it, please.
Or TJ, if you're
I-
ready.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Jules.
Fire.
Sorry, I'm seeing gear here, and I'm just saying choose your defenses, and there's two. Like, am I just supposed to choose one,
Choose your defenses.
and then choose your armament, and gives me three
That was just
options?
in my head.
Yeah, you just choose one. You choose one of those.
Okay, so I'm either naked without armor, or I don't have a shield.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Or maybe you can choose if you have both, because there's also like a maximum like weight you can carry. So if you have both of them, then it's more weight that you're using immediately.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think you can probably choose
Oh.
both. You just can carry less weight with you.
I see. Okay.
I think
Thank
that
you.
makes sense. Yeah.
Also, where do I put that?
I don't know where it is. Somewhere in your character sheet.
Sub,
So,
main sub,
Oh.
and then sub has the gear.
thanks, Ivan.
Yeah.
God, you really have your stuff together, huh?
I looked it over a little bit before.
So, who else has one of their bonds ready?
I think I have another one. Are you ready for this, Jules?
I'm ready, Jewel. I'm ready, TJ. Jules is me. That's me.
Yeah, that's right. It's okay. I know. It's perfectly fine. Understandable. I think that the next one I'm going to have is, I get the feeling that Jarvis might be just a little bit like kind of a tough nut to crack. Somebody that maybe not vibing with Legend right away. Okay, it's one in a million. It happens every now and then, but I think that the bond is going to be Jarvis does not trust me, and for good reason.
I love
I don't
it.
yet know what that reason is, but
You do.
But you do.
Cool. I like it. That's good, TJ.
Thank you.
Okay, Laurel, go ahead. Yeah.
I worry about Jarvis's ability to survive in the dungeon.
That's fair. He's a little yeah, that makes sense. That's cool.
I am working on converting Finn to my faith.
Finn to your faith?
Oh, it's Finn? Oh, I misspelled this. I thought you said thin with an F.
Yeah,
With
Finn
an
with an
F.
F.
F-I-N.
Oh,
There's
not
like
thin.
four- No.
My bad.
I want to know how you're spelling thin with an F. I'm very curious.
I that's why I was confused. I don't know. These names are all weird.
Are you doing okay? Do you need? Never mind.
Okay, yeah, I'm working to convert Finn to my faith.
Okay, cool. That's good. Okay, so that's another one down. Who else has got one?
I've got another one.
Yeah, go for it, Bard.
I feel like LaBjorn and I probably have some our paths have crossed every now and then, since we both at least believe in Broden. And this is not my first adventure with LaBjorn.
Cool. So you guys have been wanderers together at least once before. I like that. Awesome.
So I think I can reciprocate that one and just say that Legend is a good and faithful person. I trust him implicitly.
I like that. You guys have adventured together
'Cause
before, and
You also, followed the teachings of Broden.
Absolutely.
very cool. Once you fill out all 4 of your bonds, let me know so I can close your sheet and have less sheets open at once. But otherwise, we'll keep going.
I'm still filling out other stuff, but my bonds are done, I think.
Your bonds are done. That's awesome. You've got a bond with every other character here?
Yes.
Perfect. Then you're good to go. Fill out the rest of your stuff, Andy. You did that really fast. That was really impressive and really cool.
Thanks.
And I think I got one for it's Trixie, right?
Yeah, that's me. Hi.
Yeah. So I think the last one for Trixie is going to be that Trixie trusted me with a secret.
Oh, that's so cool. What secret? You guys can work together to come up with this. What secret did Trixie trust you with?
Yeah. Well, if it's a secret, I wouldn't want to tell you. That's what makes it a secret.
Oh, you wouldn't want to tell other people, but I'm the game master, so I kind of have to know. I know that's kind of lame, but,
No, it's okay, Jules. It totally makes sense.
Okay.
You know how the game works best.
Yeah. Like that.
Definitely.
So what do you think the secret might be, Berkeley?
Well, maybe I felt so bad for stealing your art instead of asking you about it that I told you how to get to my fairy town so you can come and visit it.
Oh, that's cool. That's a really good secret. I like that secret. The fairy town pretends like it's very open, but you can only get there if you've been invited, which is really hard to do since most of the fairies don't leave. But if you told Legend how to get to your fairy town, that's a really cool secret. I like it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Perfect.
So TJ, you're done. You've got all your bonds. Okay, fantastic. Cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I do for sure.
So we've just got Ivan, Berkeley, and Laura left.
I can. The spirits spoke to me of a great danger that follows Bjorn.
Oh, that's cool. I like that one a lot. I'd love to know more about what that danger is, but you'll have to tell me later so that Bjorn can't hear you.
What?
Don't worry
I heard
about it,
nothing.
Randy. It's all good.
Okay. I have a question, Jules.
Yeah, fire away.
What's Constitution?
Constitution is like how healthy you are and how many hits you can take. Like, you can
Oh.
punch 10 times and stay standing.
I want to be healthy.
Yeah, that probably makes a lot of sense for you. Yeah, okay. So who else? Who else still has one left?
I've got 2.
Same.
Me too.
Cool.
The ones I have are someone owes me their life whether they admit it or not. And the other one is someone is soft, but I will make them hard like me.
And who do you not have bonds for yet? Trixie and Ivan, am I remembering right?
Bjorn.
Bjorn. Well, I don't think Bjorn is soft, so maybe Trixie is soft?
Yeah, that tracks.
Cool. Which means Bjorn owes
And
you
I'll be
either-
good at everything.
Yeah. So you saved them once. And you can think more about what you saved them from, but Bjorn owes you their life. I like that a lot. I think that's really cool.
I mean, like, maybe that could be, like, how we met.
Oh, that's right, because you guys did a job together before, and you saved his life on the job, and that's why he trusts you now?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I like that. That's awesome. I like it, Laurel. Okay. Nice. All right. So we've just got Ivan and Trixie left.
So, Laurel and Ivan, one of you has to know some incriminating details about me. Does one of you feel like you want to take that burden on?
Jarvis knows.
Okay, and what do you know about me, Jarvis?
You tell me what would be incriminating.
I mean, I guess if I did just start stealing things, even though it's all for a good cause or whatever, maybe you know about something I stole?
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Do you want it to be the thing that I stole from Legend, or do you want it to be something different?
I think different. It wouldn't be a problem because Legend knows that you stole it from him. That's why he has a ticket to Fairy, or the path
I mean,
to
that's
Fairy.
true. That is true,
Well,
but I don't know
think
that
he knows
other
that you
people...
stole it. I think you just feel bad that you stole it.
Oh, that's
Or
a good
maybe-
point, Jules. Yeah, that's true. I don't actually know that Legend knows that I stole it. It's because I still need to keep it for Fairy, you know? Like, it's very important to us. So maybe I just kind of offhand let Legend know that he can come visit if he wants.
That's okay. Yeah, that works. Legend's thing then.
Great. So this is very, very exciting, Laurel. That means that our characters have a con running together.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. What is the con you guys have running together? Sorry.
You seem like a mastermind type. What do you think, Laurel?
I mean, like, what does Trixie steal?
Oh, you know, all sorts of magical things and pretty art things. And, you know, really, Fairy stays alive by being magical and beautiful. So we just kind of always need a supply of those things.
What if you, like, steal people's art and then sell it back to them?
Oh, that could definitely be interesting. We have to sell it back for, like, shiny gems, though, I think, for sure.
Maybe you steal art that you don't think is actually any good. Any good art you steal, you take back to Fairy. But if you steal art that you think is like really bad art, then you steal. Then you sell it back to them.
This is an exciting operation. So, Laurel, do you think you go and you find the art, and then I decide if it's good enough or not, and then you sell it with all your contacts that I'm sure you have?
I have an incredible eye for art. Thank you very much.
Oh,
I can also.
I'm sure you do. I needed a role in the job, you know, because it seems like you're the tough one who might go get things. I guess I could steal it if I'm the thief. Does that make you feel better? Does that work better?
No, yeah. So like you're stealing stuff, and I'm scouting stuff. Is that what?
Yeah. So we'll do this. I'll steal it. We both can decide how beautiful it is and if it's worth bringing back to Fairy. I mean, even though I know what fits in Fairy a little better, but I'm sure you have a great eye for art. And then you can help sell it off if we don't like it.
Okay.
That looked like a nod. I'll take it. I'll take it as a nod. Cool. That sounds like a good plan. I like that. I like that a lot. Ivan, did you have any for your last one or two?
I have showed Trixie a secret right of the land.
Oh, I like that. What's the secret right you showed her?
I can let you know later. I have to
That's
figure
okay.
it out then.
Cool. And then who has tasted your blood and you theirs?
That would have to be Finn. They are left.
I like that. I like that a lot. That's actually really cool that you guys like tasted each other's blood somehow.
Ivan, are you
Wait,
sure
what?
you're not eating us? There's just a lot of eating
no,
happening
I
here.
didn't write these bonds. They're on the page.
Okay, I would just like to state that I'd like to not be eaten. If that's something that I can decide.
Are you saying that I like literally? Dude, what?
I don't know. I don't like not knowing, but I don't know.
Wait.
Because I gotta say, I'm really not so sure that our viewers are gonna be liking this, liking this very much. So if we could like tone down the blood drinking talk.
Unless it's vampires. I think people really are into vampires, so maybe you guys are secretly vampires?
True.
And then you can glitter too. I glitter all the time. You glitter in the sun. We got a glittery band going. I think this is a great idea.
They combust in sunlight.
Well, it kind of works with the shade. Maybe the shade does have some vampire traits.
But the other half of the sentence is, we are bound by it.
That's true. I like that. All right, so I think that means we all have our bonds. Some of you may need to think a little bit more about what some of these bonds are. But I think we're going to do that while we take a 5-minute bio break, mostly because I need to pee. Sorry, Tyler. I know you just joined right now, but we're gonna bio break right as you join. So everyone be back in like 5-ish minutes, and we're gonna do just a super fast kind of crash course into what Dungeon World is. We'll do one big fighting monster battle, and then we'll call it a night. So 5 minutes. I'm gonna switch to our black screen, and then everyone should mute themselves because I don't know how to mute you all. Goodbye. I'm testing to see if it's working. It is. It's just me and Ivan. Jeff, I'm gonna make my own Be Back Soon screen. I just didn't have time to do it before today. I mean, unless you want to, I'm not gonna tell you no, but I was planning on making my own. Where's the background layer? What's a background? Oh, yeah, there was a lot I didn't have time to set up today. It's, my bad. My bad, Jeff. You're perfect. I promise we'll get a background layer going. Sorry I didn't use any of the beautiful things you gave me tonight. It was a struggle just to get the sound working for tonight.
I do not know who half these people are in the chat, and it is very confusing.
It's very exciting, really. Our chat
I know
is,
some of it is us, but I don't know who us are.
Jeff, I'm sorry. I don't want to let you down. But I did not have the time or the spoons. We're almost back. We're just waiting for TJ and Andy. And then we're going to basically... So this is out of character. I know there's a lot of panic right now. At least in my apartment, about the rules and how this game actually works. Don't fucking worry about it. We're just gonna do a very short, you know, it's late, it's almost 11 o'clock, we're gonna do a very short crash course. Here's how a little encounter works. I'm gonna tell you when you need to roll and what you need to roll, and then in the week before we play next week, I'll go a little bit more in depth about how to make sure your character sheets are right and what the rules actually are, and etc, etc, etc. So, no panic, it's chill, it's cool.
What time is it?
It is in Eastern Time, 9:40, and we're aiming to wrap around. We're aiming to do 8 to 11.
Okay.
So
I
we're
thought you said it's
soon.
almost 11 o'clock, and it's like it is 9:41. What time zone am I actually in anymore?
Yeah, no, you're early. You're early. We're just doing a quick crash course, and then we're gonna call it for the night.
Are we in character or not?
No, we're still out of character. We're waiting for TJ to get back. We're all out of character right now.
It's the same level of panic for me, so I can understand why it's confusing.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi
Can
to
you guys hear
everyone in
me?
the chat. While we're out of character, you guys are fantastic. Y'all are the greatest. And now that we're all back, we're all gonna go ahead. Everyone do your woo doo 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 doo. Hop into character. All right, guys. Nice bio break. Glad that our drum band is still going strong outside.
Are they getting closer to us?
They're not.
It's a marching band, so.
Actually, in and out of character, do you need me to be muting myself unless I'm talking?
You know what? It's a little hilarious, but also it might be helpful now that we're getting into the adventure. If you don't mind.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I know that's a pain. So if you can't do it,
no, it's all good.
The drumming is just so intense. All right, so with that, guys, we're gonna do just a tiny bit of a game, of our first game, and all we know right now is that you guys are a group of wanderers, and you've been sent on a journey together, and that journey is in the woods, and it's a very particular part of the woods. You've been sent outside of one of the towns that you're nearby. You've been sent to a place known as the Witch's Garden. This is not the first journey for all of you, but for some of you, it's your first journey traveling together. But you all had, one way or another, made your way to this town throughout your job as a wander. And you found yourself in a very small town who needed something from the Witch's Garden. What did they need for you all to bring back from the Witch's Garden?
Like each of us?
No, just there was one job that you all accepted. You had to bring something back from the Witch's Garden, and what was it?
I mean, could it have been like a magical flower? That seems like that makes sense, yeah?
What was the name of this magical flower, and what was its magical property?
The Rose of...
The Rose of...
Flowers.
The Rose of Flowers from the Witch's Garden. And what does this Rose of Flowers do?
It's a rose. When you plant it into the ground, it makes flowers appear
Of
in
all
a
kinds.
10-foot radius.
Why did this town need it?
Because you need more flowers in the world, right? You need more beauty, more
completely
passion,
agree.
more colorful,
The
more
town-
color.
And you can arrange them however you want. So if you just think hard enough about it, when you use this flower, you can make any arrangement of flowers appear, and you can change it constantly, depending on the season or the event or whatever you need it for.
Yeah. So I think actually, yeah. Did you have an idea, Ivan?
That, and given enough time planted in the same place, it promotes other things to grow. Crops, trees, anything that the town would actually need to survive, as well as be more beautiful, like they said.
Yeah, the town is having a lot of trouble right now. All of their crops are dying, and they don't know why. Their flowers have died away. A lot of their healing herbs are dying. There's some sort of curse on their land, which is making it barren. And they believe that this rose of flowers could potentially help bring life back to their land. And as you all had ended up there, all taking a rest from your travels in one way or another, they hired you to go retrieve the rose of flowers from the witch's garden, which is of course outside of the safety of the town, in the chaos beyond. What do you know about this witch? What is one rumor that you all have heard about this witch?
Oh, my first thought was like she eats people, but would that imply that she like used to be a shade? Like,
Shades do not eat people. We don't have to eat.
okay,
No shame. No shame.
I mean,
Well,
okay.
maybe a little bit of shame. Sorry, no offense, but
I like it. There's a rumor that the witch eats people.
You did read ahead, Ivan,
Not in the adventure.
but okay.
There's a rumor that the witch eats people. Are there any other rumors you've heard about how dangerous she is?
She is capable of turning other adventurers into cannibals.
So not only does she eat people herself, but she can turn other adventurers into cannibals as well.
I regret this
Yeah.
earlier choice.
Are we actually? Quick question. You all may note that there is under your journal tab. There should be a. Oh, it's not showing up. Let me make sure it's showing up for you. There should be a little safety toolkit. And that means that we should talk about safety rules right here. We do have
Ooh.
a fun little. I already sent out a Lines and Veils document, but we also have our safety tools. Which means at any point in time you can X card or request lines or veils or be like, hey, that's just not something I'm super comfy with. So that's a thing that we can do. So, quick question: how do we feel about threats of cannibalism?
Like, Jules, do you mean like in real life? Because I'm not about that.
No, like in character. Like, is that something that's going to be a fun game, or is that going to be too scary for it to be fun?
I got you. Yeah. You know, I think it's a pretty good story element, and I kind of dig it.
Cool. Does anybody, you can just give me a little X if you think that's going to be too scary to be fun for you.
not scary, just a little icky.
Alright, just a little icky. Then threat of cannibalism is a-okay, and we're gonna rock and roll with our witch who eats people and also can force other adventurers to become cannibals as well. These are some of the rumors you've heard about her in the town and also outside of the town, because there aren't a lot of people who can live outside of the safety of the town. And this is where we find you all, crouching outside a small wooden fence in the complete darkness. There are thousands of stars dotting the night sky above you. The air is cold, and the smell of frost is in your nose. And with the stories of this witch in your mind, The smell of frost almost smells like blood to each of you as you peer through this wooden fence. What you see inside the wooden fence is a strange brown cottage. Small and oddly built. Half the roof is higher than the other half. The windows are all at different heights. They all have different shapes. And there is light flickering, pouring out of them into the garden in front of you. The garden itself is a little bit hard to make out too many details in the dark. You can see large floral shapes, huge weeds. You can't make out any colors, just enormous leafy plants, even in the cold, towering trees, a sharp odor of herbs that cuts through the frost smell. And finally, you see the statues. Small gnomes and other animals, wooden, stone, dotting all throughout the garden. There's a small gnome with a very wide smile closest to you all, holding up a sign that says trespassers will be eaten. All you know is that you're looking for a rose. What would you all like to do? You just describe to
Jules.
me what you're doing, and I will tell you if you need to roll anything. Yes, Andy, what's up?
That was really good.
Oh,
That was cool.
thanks.
Like, I feel like I could make like a brain picture out of what you were saying.
Cool. Yeah, that's. I guess a brain picture is the goal. Thanks, Andy.
Jules, you really should consider event planning. You really know how to like put a whole environment to life. So you should talk to me after. You should definitely consider that.
Of course. Yeah, sure.
You're killing it, Jules.
Of
Keep it
course.
up.
Thanks. Yeah, so here you are outside of the fence looking in. What would you like to do?
So, like, is there a place where the person would keep this flower?
If you want to try to figure out if you know anything about that, you can. You can make a roll for me. You can make a spout lore roll.
What? How?
You
What?
might want to open up your basic moves sheet, and all you have to do is roll your 2d6s and add whatever your intelligence modifier is.
But, sorry, like, I missed the part with, like, stats and stuff.
So under the rules sheet, you'll want to open up your basic moves, and that'll tell you everything you can do. You don't need to read them now. I'll tell you when you need to do them. And then you'll want to open up your own character sheet. I don't have any of those for you.
Out of character, like, I looked in the chat to try and find the, like, stat spread and, like, could not find them. So if you could please message the stat spread, because I do not have
Yeah,
stats.
sure thing. I believe it was under the character creation. It is
I'll send it on our text thread.
perfect. I've posted in the Twitch chat as well.
Cool.
I'm also just putting it in the Roll20. So
Yeah,
It's going
thank
in
you.
every
Thank
single
you.
chat you need. Does somebody else
Appreciate it.
want to spout lore while Laurel is looking at her stats?
Are we still in character? Are we back in character?
Back in character.
Okay. So, Jules, you were saying that there was you wanted us to roll something.
Yeah, so it's up
Like-
to you. There are two different ways you can roll. One is if you have 2d6s with you, you can roll those 2d6. If you don't
What's
have
the-
2d6s with you, you can open up your character sheet. You can scroll down to what you want to do. So, for example, Trixie, I have your sheet open. At the bottom, you'll see moves, and I'm just going to click Spout Lore. And in the chat, it'll show up and it'll roll it for you. So Trixie just rolled an 8 on Spout Lore, but that's not real because I rolled it instead of Trixie.
What?
There we go.
I heard.
Finn spouted lore. I promise we'll work it out as we keep going. We're just gonna learn by playing. So, for your
Okay.
spout lore roll, Finn, As you're trying to remember what, if anything, you might know about this subject, I'm going to tell you something interesting, and it's on you to make it useful. The rumor is that the rose of all flowers can only grow big and strong when it's watered with blood. How do you know that? Where have you heard this rumor before?
I think it's like one of those like rumors that gets passed throughout the organization because there aren't too many like blood roses. It's like a rare thing.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. So what you know, Finn, as you crouch outside the fence looking in, is that wherever this rose is, it has been watered with blood. And you can make that useful however you would like.
Do you think that, like, maybe Legend knows about the legend of the Rose of Flowers?
I don't know. You can also roll spout lore to see if you want to see if you can learn anything else.
Do you share, Finn, while he rolls, what you know?
Yeah, I'm like, there's a super fucking dangerous flower, and like the flower itself might not be like dangerous, but this person is like killing people to feed this flower. Yeah.
And that the passage of life into the flower is what allows it to bring so much life out of the ground.
Well, I have to say, I feel way less bad about stealing this thing now because it seems like this person is pretty terrible. So,
But
Gotta ask.
if we're
No.
stealing it to give it to the town, isn't the town going to have to kill someone in order to use the flower?
It just history just says blood. It doesn't say all of their blood.
No, but like that's still.
And also, keep in mind,
awful.
Oh, maybe they can have like blood drives.
use
Basically.
like what Andy said earlier. Use your brain picture to imagine some sort of it's not just humans that have blood, but also animals too. I wonder if like maybe it works for animals like pigs or another animal.
Ooh, I don't think your vegan followers are going to appreciate that, Teach.
Ooh.
Don't. That's true. You know what? That's so true.
Link in the chat to the.
Sorry
apology video.
guys out there.
From the woods behind you, as you
Ooh.
all crouch outside the gates discussing this,
Did you know that you can make it?
start to hear not an ad. You start to faintly hear the howling of
Oh,
Okay, time is more of the essence. I would like to shapeshift.
Okay. What are you shapeshifting into, Shade?
A wolf.
Alright, you hear the wolves behind you, and you start to shapeshift into a wolf.
Ah! Die on the floor.
Die on the floor.
oh wait, is that what we're supposed to do? Okay,
It's up to you guys.
I have.
I rolled a 7 to shapeshift, which I
Alright,
think means I hold 2.
You all watch as your companion, Ivan, pale, dark shadows under his eyes, starts to shift and contort, and you almost hear a cracking of bones from beside you as his nails turn into claws and the hair begins to spread across his entire body. You may hold 2, and for a wolf, the moves you can make are bite as an attack, are howl to call others to your aid, and smell to perceive threats. And you hold
So-
2 to use 2 of those moves before you shift back.
2 things. One, the one thing you all notice about Jarvis is there is a growth of crystals on one shoulder, and the other is kind of like a pauldron, shoulder armor piece. and then kind of a replicating just roses, vines, and other assorted on the right shoulder. And when he shifts, these remain. Everything else is replaced by the fur and the claws and the teeth, but the crystal growths and the flower growths remain.
Wow, Ivan, that's really beautiful.
Thanks.
How, that is so cool. You're gonna have to like maybe like take a like maybe draw a picture of that, because that would be like super cool. I bet a lot of my followers, they also do cosplay. That'd be really cool.
Hi, that'd be okay. I know smell is meant to perceive threats, but if possible, I would like to use it to try to smell the strongest concentration of blood, because the flower has to be watered by blood, so that's where the most would be.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, you're spending one hold, one of your 2 holds to smell blood, and you can pass the fence off to the other side of the house from where you are. You're going to have to pass in front of the front door. You can smell the scent of blood very strongly, fresh from within the last hour or so. And it smells human. Or human.
Now, is it just Ivan's character Jarvis that smells the blood, or do we all smell blood?
It's just Jarvis in wolf form. Now, Jarvis, you
gotcha.
cannot speak to the rest of them. You cannot use any language that they can understand at the moment.
I just do the kind of what dogs will do when they smell something, like hunting dogs. They just take a step forward, raise one paw, and like they're pointing in that direction.
Yo, guys, Jarvis is a smart puppy.
Oh.
Well, I'm the one who's supposed to steal things, right? So should I just walk up and take it, right? That's what my character does. Is how this works.
That's up to you, absolutely. You can walk on your own into the garden. You can ask anyone else to come with you. It's whatever you want to do, Berkeley. There's no right answer.
Trixie, I got your back. Legend's gonna have your back.
Oh, thanks, Legend. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys want to, I guess, stand in the back and make sure I don't get eaten by wolves while I do my thing, that would be great.
Absolutely. I haven't. Are we in character right now? Because should I shift into? Okay. Don't worry, Trixie. Legend is here.
Oh, thank you so much, Legend. You're just the bravest and the coolest right now.
Oh, of course. Anything for this team.
All right, so
I'll be right back. I put some. Wait, where are we in school?
yeah, out of
Okay.
character, we're in one of the freaking classrooms.
Okay, back in character. I use the microwave in the teacher's lounge to microwave some chickens. I'll be right back. Do we have to like growl and speak weird for this?
No. If you want to have a voice like TJ does, you can, or you can just have your own regular voice. That's totally up to you.
Okay.
Okay. So, I'm sorry, Trixie and Legend. We've got.
Yes.
You 2 are climbing over the fence and into the garden.
Can Jarvis squeeze through, because he's also tracking
Absolutely,
the fence?
Jarvis can squeeze through as well. So, Finn, are you staying outside the fence to watch, or are you going inside with them?
Legend, if you're going, I should go with you so you don't die.
Okay. So Finn.
I agree.
Finn is going in as well. LeBjorn, are you going to go into the fence with him? Or are you going to stay outside on your own?
Well, Trixie's in constant danger, so I think I have to stick with Trixie.
Okay. So our entire team, Trixie goes to strike out boldly on her own, leaps over the fence with a flutter of her wings, and the rest of the team immediately follows. Jarvis and Wolfform squeezing through the fence, the others climbing over and stepping into the garden. Immediately the smell of herbs and frost, and now you're sure it is the smell of blood. It's not just your mind playing tricks on you, is stronger. And Jarvis, you can sense right where it's coming from. You can either go around back behind the house to try to stay out of the light, or you can cross through the light falling out of the front windows as you cross in front of the house to get there. Where would you like to go?
You said also animals were turned to stone? They're not.
There are stone animals. It's unclear whether they were animals turned to stone or just stone sculptures, but there are gnomes and animals all throughout. Many of them hold threatening signs like trespassers will be eaten and do not cross for fear of death, and your blood smells delicious.
Oh. I'm just going to take that sign and just put it on the ground. It just... No one needs to see that.
Very good.
So is there a flower around here?
Well, you'll have to decide whether to go around to the dark backside of the house or cross in front of the light in front of the house.
I mean, I think I would probably go towards the darker part, right? We're trying to be sneaky. That makes sense to me.
But if we need a distraction, I could be the one to do that.
Oh, yes, Legend. I'm sure you would be just great at that.
I do what I can. I am, of course, the face of the party.
Jarvis starts heading to the back of the house.
The wolf takes off towards the back. Is everyone following? Is Legend trying to create a distraction?
I mean,
I'll follow Jarvis.
I'll follow Trixie.
I'll stay out here with Legend, so that way when this goes badly, I'm here.
Alright, so Jarvis, Trixie, and LeBjorn are creeping around to the dark, shadowed back of the house where there are no windows to pass around to the other side where the smell of blood is growing stronger. I need one of you to roll Defy Danger. Under your basic moves, that is however you think you would like to. If you open up the basic moves sheet, you are trying to stay quiet despite the fear of the witch and possibly your distraction from the party up front.
Just one of us?
Whichever one of you would like, yes. Whoever is taking the lead as you sneak around the back.
Maybe me then, if I'm tracking.
Alright, Jarvis. What are you using? Are you using quick thinking, mental fortitude, endurance, moving quickly?
Mental fortitude. We're not worried about her.
Okay, you're putting Legend and the witch and Finn out of your mind. Go ahead and roll and add your wisdom.
That is 11.
With 11, Jarvis is silent. In wolf form, barely a shadow rustling in the grass, and his calm demeanor calms you as well, Trixie and LeBjorn, as you cross behind the back of the house towards where the smell of blood grows stronger and stronger. And you come to the spot, a bush covered with roses and ground even darker right beneath. Out front, Legend and Finn, what are you two doing?
Well, I think that probably since we know each other, I think quite well by now, that we have a scam that we've perfected by now to cause a great distraction. Perhaps you're my sick sister, and I need to call help for someone nearby to come to us to get away from our friends.
I'm dying.
Perfect. I'm loving that. You could, maybe take an acting lesson or two, but it'll do.
So Finn is beginning to cough dramatically. Legend, are you knocking on the door? How are you gaining the attention of the witch inside?
I'll grab, with Finn's consent, grab Finn's body and say, "Help! Help!
Oh, I'm dying. This is surely the end of me.
My friend! My sister is dying!
I see the light. Cough, cough.
She's so close!
And as you both call out or cough out, as the other three creep behind the house silently towards this rose bush, the front door slams open, practically shaking the entire house on its hinges. And in front of you, all you can see with the firelight behind is a silhouette in the dark, looming out down the path towards you. And since it's
Thank you.
11:10, that's where we're going to call tonight. I know we didn't get into battle or anything, but we got to just do a bit of a scene so you all saw how the moves work, how the conversation works. So the door opening, the witch presumably stepping out, is exactly where we're going to leave it. I know that wasn't a lot of the game or anything. I know that was mostly world building and character building, so I hope that was okay for you guys, but I thought it was important that we get to start to do that together. And over this week, I'll get to answer a lot of questions, help build all your character sheets so that next week you can jump right into the adventure, get a lot of action, a lot of drama. I think that's what the QTubers like. And really make sure it's a big week next week.
Sorry. Hi. Sorry, Jules.
Yeah, go ahead,
This is a weekly thing. This isn't just we hang out, we played a game. It was so great and fun. And
no, of course
this
we didn't finish
every...
the story. This is an every week
Oh.
kind of game.
Okay.
Was I not clear? I'm so
Great.
sorry. Did you think this was just once?
No.
I thought I was
this is
clear
great.
about it. If you guys don't want to play again, the club
No, of
needs
course-
all of you guys, but I can figure something out. probably.
Brand? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
Out of
hear you.
character.
You're back.
Okay. I don't know what happened just now. Jules, yeah, I think, my followers are really looking for something to, revamp my channel, and I think a new series of D&D or a Dungeon World will be a great chance to, get those extra followers that we've been looking for.
Oh, you're gonna keep streaming this. Oh.
Every week, baby! Every week!
Yeah. So we'll make sure everyone really knows how their character sheets and everything work. And next time we will hit the ground running, and it's gonna be a really great. Next week will be a really great session, I promise. Does anyone in character have anything they want to say? Does anyone of the high schoolers have anything they want to say to everyone before we sign off? Anything to QTube or the TJ Town?
If anybody wants to, give a shout out or, if he needs a plug, Jules, where can we find you?
You can find me, here. My mom doesn't let me have Facebook. Sorry, I don't know why I said mom. I don't have a mom. That was a lie. My dad says I can't have Facebook, but I don't have it yet because I didn't think anyone would really accept my friend request.
Jules, we would all accept your friend request. Don't be silly.
Okay, so maybe I'll make a Facebook then. That's cool. I'm gonna stop talking. I hope somebody else has something to say now to make everyone forget about this.
Well, as we heard from the beautiful band earlier today, homecoming is coming up, so don't forget to get those homecoming tickets at lunch. If you have any ideas, please submit them to the planning committee, and be ready to support our team at the game.
I'll be there.
Woo!
Anyone
That's right,
else?
and
Any plugs? While we go cheer Andy on at homecoming and then Berkeley on at the dance. I won't be going to the dance, but I'll be cheering you on from afar.
oh, you guys should totally come. It's gonna be so much fun. We're picking out amazing music, and the theme, you're never gonna guess it. It's gonna be Under the Sea this year. It's very exciting. You guys should definitely check it out.
Laurel, I know you're going, right?
I would rather die.
It sounds like
She is so funny.
maybe
I
we
know,
can
it's
go
right.
together. Me and Laurel and Ivan, since none of us were gonna go. Maybe we can all hang out together.
Oh, that's a great idea. Going with your friends is just the sweetest. You should totally do that.
Yeah, friends.
That
Absolutely.
seems okay.
Cool. Great. Anyone else? Anyone else? Any school, Ravendine Public High School shout-outs?
Go home team!
Go
Yeah!
team! game.
Of course.
Then with that, we're gonna all out into our real people self. Thank you so much to everyone who hanged out. Actually, Canon, James, the mascot of the Ravenine Public High School is the Crows, because the Ravenine Prep School got the Ravens, so it's an insult to call someone a crow because you're calling them a poor public school kid. So, thank you to everyone who joined in with us. Thanks for joining us for the first game of Metagame. We'd love to see you back in the future, or not. That's cool, too. Y'all are fantastic, whatever way. Does anybody have any real-life shout-outs? I'll shout out John's game, Rogue Sparrow Gaming, on Sunday evening, the first episode of Delta Green with Sarah Lynn and Jonathan and Kevin and someone else who I'm an asshole and I'm forgetting. Bree, lots of friends on Sunday. Tuesdays we do Playtest Tuesdays. Wednesdays we do Strahd. I'm in Strahd as a player. So we do a ton of shit on Quelmar if you're not watching. Hang out with us. Also sign up for our games. We're cool people. Anyone else?
This was fun.
Yes, I covered it all.
I mean,
I guess
Thank you,
in case
Nell.
they haven't been shouted out, Jeff and Kelsey for the music and the overlays. They were so good.
Also, if you're in Maryland or around Maryland or want to travel to Maryland and you haven't checked it out yet, make sure you're on our Facebook group. Make sure you check out Alyssa as Laurel and Cecilia's event in a few weeks. Quelmar Spooktober. We'll be hanging out in Annapolis playing tabletop games and board games. It's gonna be lit. Hang out with us. We're cool people.
Most of us.
Players, how do we end it? For some of you, this is your first time. How do we end the session?
Boy.
Those of you who it's your first time, take it away.
Keep rolling the dice.
That was weak sauce, guys. You're gonna have to do better next week.
I don't know what's happening.
You said the new guys.
Miguel, you're perfect. I appreciate you letting him take it. The rest of you all let me down.
Let the new guys do the thing that they don't. I don't know. I'm just gonna go hide now. That's
Just-
All right,
Well,
Miguel,
cut your
good
screen.
night, Quelmar.
Goodbye.
Bye.